Welcome to part 2 of this online seminar. In order to understand better what SAP ERP professionals do on a day-to-day basis, you need to understand a bit about how SAP ERP projects are conceptualized and implemented. An SAP ERP implementation and support lifecycle has 5 stages: requirements analysis, design, build, deployment, and operate and optimize. Depending on your background, training and inclination, you can participate in an SAP ERP project either as an SAP functional consultant, SAP technical consultant, or SAP project manager. Different types of SAP ERP professionals will be engaged at each stage. SAP ERP functional consultants typically take part all throughout the project. SAP technical consultants build SAP ERP software extensions or plugins, which extends the functionality of the base SAP ERP modules as dictated by business requirements. SAP project managers oversee the whole project to ensure it is executed on time and within budget. So why should you consider pursuing an exciting career in the SAP ERP industry? You get to experience a wider scope of businesses and industries. This is especially true if you join an SAP consulting firm like Accenture, IBM, or Deloitte. You get to experience a variety of roles and responsibilities as an SAP ERP project is implemented. You will not be stuck to doing the same thing over and over again every day. You get the opportunity to learn more and grow faster as your skills and experience in SAP ERP increases. You get to meet different people and cultures, especially when you have to travel to deploy SAP ERP solutions and/or train end users. Finally, you will get an international career. SAP professionals are used by the biggest MNCs across the whole world. You can work as an SAP professional anywhere, and the demand will be there. So now we tackle the most important question: does an SAP ERP profession pay well? Is it financially rewarding? Let the facts speak for themselves. According to Pranaya, which is an SAP consulting company, SAP ERP professionals are paid in various grades, all of them quite high. You can earn from $66,500 to as high as $116,775 annual income. In Singapore, here are some median salaries from latest salary surveys conducted by 3 of the top recruitment firms. As an SAP ERP professional, you can earn from $66,000 to as high as $220,000 Singapore dollars annually depending on your level. Now if you are wondering if there are SAP ERP jobs available to SAP ERP freshers, then here is a job street search result for entry-level positions that require SAP ERP skills. This search was done on July 25, 2013. This is a search for SAP ERP jobs at monster.com.sg, done July 25, 2013. The fact is, there is demand for SAP ERP professionals, even for freshers. So is a career in SAP ERP a competitive and sustainable career path? Consider these conclusions. The ERP industry is a fast-growth sector. It is an exciting and rewarding job. SAP ERP is a competitive career path with financial scalability. These are based on actual verifiable facts. Not guesswork. Not hype. Facts, based on research from multiple credible sources. So are you convinced yet? Congratulations! You have decided you want to pursue a career in SAP ERP. So how do you go about it? First, you need to know your current competencies. What is your background? Are you more on the technical IT side or on the business side? If on the business side, which functional areas? How deep is your functional knowledge of your business domain? If you are more on the IT side, are you more on software development, programming and design? Or are you more on software applications usage and configuration? What are your other attributes? Do you have strong soft skills such as communication skills? You also need to know your short and long-term career goals. You need to uncover the new knowledge and skills you need to acquire. Finally, you need to know what education path you need to track to acquire these new competencies. Here are the necessary core competencies of SAP ERP professionals. There are 4 competency types: business process knowledge, applications usage, applications development, and implementation management. There are 3 competency levels: foundation, proficient, and advanced. Depending on your background and competencies, you can pursue either a functional or a technical career track. Eventually, you will want to move towards SAP ERP project management. If you are more on the business side and you are comfortable using software applications, pursue a functional career track. If you are more on the IT technical side and your competencies are mostly on software development and applications usage, go for the technical track. If you already have SAP software implementation management experience, you can go directly and aim for the SAP project management track. Here is a mapping of the SAP ERP major career tracks and job roles. This is the SAP ERP professional career ladder. In order to acquire the necessary SAP ERP competencies, you need to assume SAP ERP jobs. Lithium Education offers the following education programs. These programs have been designed to provide you with the skills and competencies you need to be a multidisciplinary T-shaped SAP ERP professional. If you want to specialize and become an expert on a specific SAP ERP module, enroll in SAP Academy certification programs. If you want to understand the business processes behind enterprise resource planning and to build your horizontal ERP knowledge and skills, while also learning how to use SAP ERP software, then go for the master's, graduate certificate, or graduate diploma programs. These are offered at Lithium Hall Academy, a subsidiary of Lithium Education. If you are Singaporean or a PR, you may take the Professional Diploma in ERP, which has 70% WDF funding on course fees. Let's start with SAP Academy certification programs. Few credentials in the business world carry the value of SAP certification. Those who hold it have honed their skills through rigorous study or direct experience. They have demonstrated their abilities by passing demanding, process-oriented exams. SAP Academy certification training programs aim to provide you the knowledge and skills you need to pass the SAP certification exam. These include instructor-led, in-depth hands-on training, totaling 130 hours on business process and SAP application usage for a specific functional area. You can take SAP Academy certification training courses full-time for 4 weeks or part-time for 10 weeks. When you take SAP Academy certification courses and pass the related SAP certification exams, you will be recognized as an SAP certified consultant internationally by SAP, with proficiency on specific SAP modules. In order to be accepted into an SAP Academy certification program, you need to be a degree holder or have a diploma with 2 years or more working experience in the related functional area or domain. Lithium Education offers 4 SAP ERP functional certification courses. These include the following SAP ERP modules: SAP Financial Accounting, FI, SAP Human Resources, HR, SAP Sales and Distribution, SD, Order Fulfillment, and SAP Material Management, MM, Procurement. After taking an SAP Academy certification course, You will gain in-depth understanding of business process flow and SAP application module usage for the specific functional area you studied. You cannot enroll for the SAP FIM module unless you have a finance background. However, only minimum business process background is required for you to be accepted in SAP HR, SD, and MM classes. After successfully taking the SAP Academy certification course, you will have knowledge of business process flows and SAP applications usage for the SAP ERP module certification you took. That concludes part 2 of this online seminar. Continue to part 3, where we discuss academic education programs, which can provide you horizontal SAP ERP skill sets.